Hey everybody, this is Diana, the Misfit Journal Maker, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday. Let's see, 3 times is a charm. I lost my video a few minutes ago, but I think I lost the internet, and that's why. Well, that wouldn't have done it. I don't know why it turned off. Hopefully it won't turn off again. This is my 3rd try. Anyway, before I get started, I just want to say if you're not part of my YouTube channel here, I'd love to have you subscribe. Also, if you have any comments or questions, just put them below and give me a thumbs up if you like what you're watching. Also, I have a Facebook group that I am trying to get going, and it's by the same name, the Misfit Journal Maker. When I get to 100 people, I am going to have a nice giveaway, and so just want to go and have some fun there, have everybody share. I like to see what everybody comes up with. And if you make any of the items that I do tutorials on, I would love for you to come and post them and show what you've done and your take on everything. I think that's a lot of fun, and that's what I like about it. Also, if you have questions or if you're a newbie and you want to see something and you know, you need help, feel free to contact me. My email is below. You can message me on Facebook, or here you can leave a message. So, day before yesterday, I made a video on this tissue stained glass. I guess we were calling it. I'm not even sure. What did I call it? Anyway, I did a video on this, and I had actually done the bookmark that we're going to make today previous to this, because I was trying to figure out how to recreate this. This was given to me by a really talented lady named Barbara about 5 years ago, or 6 years ago maybe. It's a long time. And I contacted her, and she does not remember how she did it. So I had to go through trial and error, which if you watch the video you'll see, and finally figured out how to do it. So I'm going to be using this in today's tutorial. And this is what we're going to be making. This is the one I created the other day. Okay, and I used the tissue paper that she gave me that I've been hoarding. And it came out gorgeous. I really love how it came out. This idea is not mine. I saw it on Mindful Image, and she is on YouTube. I don't know her first name. I'm really sorry. But hers was gorgeous. She used a sari silk, I think it was. It was a very light see-through material, and she wrapped it, and it was just gorgeous. I mean, I don't have anything like that, so I couldn't do that. But I came up with my own little version, but you should check hers out. It's just really beautiful. And so yeah, go check her out, Mindful Image. And we're going to do that. And so anyhow, for this, these little hangers are from Amazon. I don't remember how much I paid for it. There is a lot in here. I don't know how many. There's a lot, and they're big. They're not like a little teeny tiny thing. They are really nice size, and they're sturdy. You know, they are not going to bend or whatever. And they come in 3 colors. They come in gold, silver, and this like antique bronze, I guess it is. And I don't have a lot of gold charms, and I don't have a lot of antique brass charms. So I'm going to go with silver. I'm trying to use my stash and not buy anything else right now, because yeah. It's one of those things where you think you need something and you really don't. I'm sure you guys can relate. So anyway, that's where those are from, Amazon. And another thing she did different than I'm going to do today is she used a popsicle stick. Now, my journals tend to get very bulky and heavy, and I decided to use a lightweight cardstock because I did not want to add to bulk. I'm all about right now trying to not get my journals so heavy. for the person who's getting them. Because if they add their own items to it and their own memorabilia, it's just going to make it that much heavier. Most of what I create to be put in by paper clips or, tied in or something where it can be removed so that you can write on it or whatever. And then if you feel like it, you can put it back or leave it out. So I try to do about half and half, just so that the person getting it will not have to be forced into not putting themselves in the journal, because that's what I'm all about with my journals. So anyhow, I'll get off my soapbox now. So you want to cut your paper so that it fits in here. And the way I did this was I put it through. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna bend it first. And I just bent it over just a bit. Let me see here. Because this is how I'm going to attach the little charm. Big charm, actually. Okay, and then we're going to glue this down. Now I have two of these out. Let me put this back. I have a big mess going. I don't know about you other crafters, or journal makers. It takes about 2 minutes for me to get my desk completely full of mayhem. So, oh my gosh, it's terrible. Okay, let me get my glue here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this through here as like this, and then we're just gonna, and hopefully the glue comes out. Yes, it is. Yay! Good day in the glue area. Alrighty. So you want to put enough that it's going to stay. It's not going to go anywhere after you put the other paper on anyway, but still. Okay. So I'm just going to hold that down for just a sec. Make sure that we are nice and solid here. Okay. Seems good. All right. Now your bookmark, everybody's bookmarks are going to switch sizes according to what you want. My book pages for every journal I've made so far, because I'm just can't be bothered cutting down to all these different sizes, is I take 8.5 by 11 copy paper, fold it in half, and that's my journal size. So let's see. Let me see if I have a page here. Yep, I do. Okay, so here's a coffee dye piece, which would be one I would use in my journal. Fold this in half. I keep checking to see if I'm still filming. Okay, so this is my journal page. Okay, now I'm not really concerned if it goes out the top. That doesn't bother me at all. But if you wanted it to, not come out the top, you could cut it off at the bottom. Mine is going to come up at the top and the bottom because I'm adding charms to the bottom as well, as I did with this one, the same type of charm. So it's going to come out on both sides, and that's okay. If you don't want that and you prefer it to be shorter, then, it's your journal. You do what, makes you happy. So I cut up a piece of my coveted paper here, tissue paper. And I'm going to, let's see. Let me try here first. I may have cut these too big. Nope, it's okay. So to start with, I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to just pull it through to the back. I got to remember to stay in the middle here. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. And actually it is a bit wide. I think I'm going to cut, well, I'm going to wrap, so it should be fine, but I don't want to have a lot sticking out. Let me see what I can do here. I'm going to just cut just a bit off of here. And I know I'm going to be wasting my precious paper, but I can save the scraps for something else. Okay, so that's better. Okay. Wow, I'm getting hot in here. I don't have my fan on because it makes too much noise and you can hear it in the video, but wow. Okay, so now you're just going to take this and glue it through the back. We're already stuck here. Okay, just glue this down. Okay. Now from this point, yeah, this other one, I gotta cut this. This is way too thick. Let's see. Both sides are cute. I think I'll just cut from here. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue down. And you could use a brush for here, but you don't need to. Okay, and I'm just going to glue right here. And then I'm going to rip this off, because the rest I'm going to wrap around. And I'm trying not to cover that because it's so cute. Well, it's going to get covered anyway, a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to start well, it's not going to matter because I can add. I'm going to start here. Okay. And then wrap this around the back. And being that this is tissue paper, you can just patch it as you want because it's all, you know, it's not going to show. It's just going to look like it's into where, you know, it's all, it just flows into each other. So now last time I didn't put glue on this side, but this time I am, because I want it to be a little bit tighter. Okay, perfect. I think these are so cute with this paper that I have here. You guys, if you haven't watched how to make this, you totally should, because it's so fun. At first, it's a little tedious until you get it down, but really, it's kind of like a mindful, just like if you're ever in a bad day and you just don't want to think about anything, it's just one of those things you just sit there and just, you know, tear strips of tissue and glue them, you know, and glue it with the starch and just keep going. So it's one of those type of things. It's not hard. It's not where you have to use a lot of brain power. And I like some of that stuff. Now, when I was learning to do it, that's another story. It took me a while, but after I, you know, figured out how I wanted to do it and what was going to make the same, you know, not the exact same, but pretty close to the texture that Barbara had on this, which is what I'm using now, then it was starting to get fun. And there's a method I found out through trial and error that you can do. So you can actually make this tissue into a junk journal cover, which is my next thing. I have so many projects, oh my gosh. But I really want to make it into a cover because it gets very rubbery from the Mod Podge and the Ranger matte media. And so it makes it very stiff, or not very stiff, very rubbery. And so it's very good for being waterproof and for just, you know, having a nice heavy cover that, you know, is not going to fall apart. I think my glue needs to be filled. Okay. Let's see. And this bookmark is really easy as well. Very, very easy. Oopsie. Let's see. Well, I'll have to put a piece down on there. It'll be fine. Got a few little places I need to fix, but it's not going to be any problem. Okay. All right, glue. Don't fail me now. We're almost done. Okay. Now I gotta hunt down a pin. Okay. It never fails. Anything that can go wrong while you have a camera on is going to happen. So, okay. So, come on. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to just go ahead and cut this off. Put a little more glue under here. I should have pushed it, maybe gone around, but that's okay. There. Now I had a few issues. One of them was up here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. You can't even tell. Okay. Cut this extra off. Okay, and I had one more place. Where was it? Right there. Let me see if I can get a good, cute little piece. This I like right here. I am not good at art, and she has like little squiggles, and I don't think you guys, I'll have to put it up to the camera so you can see. But she's got squiggles and stars and little tiny flowers, and I'm just not good at that stuff. And I wish that I was. But yeah, if you're an artist and you can do those types of things, more power to you. Actually, I should have cut that with the scissors so it doesn't look like it's mismatched. I want to try to make it flow just a bit. Let's see. Okay. Get rid of all these little scraps that can go in my scrap pile. And I want to check this to make sure that we're good. Yep. Okay. One thing I did forget to get out was my trim. So let me grab that. I've got so much stuff. That's why I'm doing a really big giveaway, because I have stuff that belonged to my mother. I have stuff that has just like come from all over the place. And whoops, hit the camera. And I don't have room anymore. I just don't have the room. So my only choice is, well, not my only choice, but what I want to do is bless somebody else with something that they might need. And now I'm having problems finding what I'm looking for. Doggone it. I've got like 3 colors of this. Maybe I could do that one. But I'm looking for the dark one. And it's hiding from me. I guess maybe this has a little more orange in it. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do it that one. This I got 10 cents at a yard sale, you guys. Or at a house sale or something. So yeah. Hit those up because you never know. Let's see. The darker orange or the lighter? Let me see. I have this color, which I was going to use, this burgundy, I guess it is. But there's a lot more. You know, I think this might be good. Because, yep. I don't know that I think that's too dark. Okay, that was easy enough. Considering I can't find the other color right now, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Which, in my giveaway, I will be giving... I don't need all this. So, definitely going to be giving some of this away. I don't know how much I need, but I'm just going to cut off more than I probably need, because better more than not enough. Okay. Sure, that's way too much. And I'm still filming, so that is absolutely wonderful. Okay. Before I do this, though, I want to go ahead and put in my little eyelet. So let's see if I can do that, because this contraption is not my favorite. We are not friends. Okay, so you want to try to get this in the middle, which the other one I wasn't quite in the middle, I don't think. Let's see. Yay! I hate being off on things I do like this. It just gets me in a bad mood. And these eyelets and things that you get from AliExpress, well, I don't know, this is just my opinion, and from Temu, they're not the same size. They're supposed to be the same size, but they are not. Like, it will not fit this. I've got to use a, if I can find it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see. Okay, this isn't good. I can't find my punch. I need my punch. Oh no. Hang on. Well, I might have to force it because I have a regular hole punch and it seems to be MIA. And I have no idea where it would be because I put all my tools in the same spot. But I guess I didn't because it'd be here then, right? Oh my gosh, where in the world is it? Okay, well, let's see if I can, I don't want to rip this, but let's see if I can force it through. Because the hole is not big enough. Oh, I just don't want to go through. Shoot. Wow, that's really a mystery. Give me 1 second, guys. Ah, there it is. This is just a regular hole punch, regular size, but I'm gonna have to use it because this other hole is not big enough. Okay. Now it fits right in there. Okay, get the back. And this is where my troubles begin. Okay. Come on. Yay. Wow. Miracle. All right. Now if it can go on here without getting all junked up. Okay. Did it? It did. Yeah, since I broke my elbow, I don't have very much strength in my arms at all because I compensate with one arm to make up for the one that's weak. So all this thing is, or I do now, is just more challenging. I guess it's giving me patience or something, but I don't know. I miss the days when I could just have it a lot easier. Getting old sucks. And falling when you're old is even worse. So I'm here to tell you, do everything slowly. You will thank yourself. And think about what you do. The thing I did to break my elbow was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And, you know, it's one of those things where you just don't think about what you're doing. You're just like, you know, you just go and do it. And then afterwards you're like, oh my God. Believe me, after you spend 3 months in rehab in the hospital and all the stuff that I went through, you're careful with everything you do for the rest of your life. All right, let's see here. Get out my charms. And if anyone's interested, most of my charms are all from Temu, and they are wonderful. These are just perfect. And I think these charms were like a few bucks, and I saw them on Amazon, and they were like $15. And I don't know about anyone else, but I'm on SSI, and I cannot afford it. So regardless of what people say about shopping at those places, you know, they don't make it affordable for us to shop on those sites. So I don't know. I would prefer to go to Amazon, but not for when I could get like another dozen items for the amount I pay for one. Now, granted, I think that the hangers here were maybe they were $9.99, but that's something I could not get anywhere else. So I made an exception for that. But normally I don't get things like that off Amazon. Now, are we going to come in here or what? Come on. There we go. Okay. I don't think. Let's see. I like to give everybody tips about stuff too. You know, this glass mat I'm using. I know everybody has Tim Holtz glass mats, okay? Hideously expensive. I'm pretty sure they're like $50 or something like that. This glass mat is pretty much almost just the same, although it is way bigger, and it was, I believe, $13. Best money I ever spent at, did I just put this backwards? Yes, I did. Okay, well, anyway, best $13 I ever spent, and I was going to try to save up for the Tim Holtz one, and I'm so glad that I saw somebody else have this mat, and it is fantastic, and I did not break my bank to get it, or, you know, have to save forever. So that's another thing I like doing in my videos. I like to help people save money, because there's a lot of people like me. Maybe you're retired, you know, whatever it may be, and you want to be able to, you know, craft and make things, but you're having problems getting the items that you want. And now I cannot get this undone. Am I even in the right spot? Maybe not. No, I wasn't. So yeah, the best places to get things are estate sales. Well, they're kind of higher, but thrift stores. I don't buy Goodwill. Their prices are ridiculous. Salvation Army has really good sales a lot of times. I like to go to the little mom and pop thrift stores because they have really good prices. So I used to hit those up. I haven't been shopping for years. I'm disabled now. But even buy, sell, trade, you can get a lot of good stuff. So yeah, when you're just starting out, like, there is certain things that you probably will have to buy full price. But a lot of it can be found from people who no longer want to craft or want to make things, and they want to get rid of their stash, and they will sell them, you know, for a good price. So yeah, this is not on there that tight. Let me see if I can. I don't think I can fix it now, but doggone it. Nope. Maybe I can hammer it later. All right, now we're going to get one more. Put this last charm on the bottom. Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to tell you something else. These little things are awesome. They were $1.47 at Walmart, and they are so perfect for holding charms, holding beads, little tiny book corners, the eyelets, all my eyelets I have in here. Also, my little brads are in here. Yeah, for $1.47, and they're very well made. They don't, the lids stay closed. So yeah, check those out for sure. That's a really good storage thing. I know you guys are probably like, shut up, Birdie. Get on with it. I'm trying. Okay. So yeah. Whatever charms you have, you can use. Just anything that's on hand. And if you don't have charms, you don't have to use charms. You could use fringe on this, or like embroidery thread. If you have that hanging around, make yourself a little tassel at the bottom. That would be cute too. You know, or just nothing. It's completely up to you. Okay, now we're going to move on to this guy. And I'm going to start in front like I did on, let me see, how did I start this one? Okay, in the back. So I'm going to go across here. You want to get enough glue, but not too much glue, which I just did. Okay, and then it depends what you're using. This is kind of rounded, so it's a little bit more difficult to deal with. And then I'm just going to go around like this. I'm going to just have to hold it here a second. Luckily, the glue here dries. The glue that I'm using is art glitter glue. It dries clear, so you don't really have to worry about having a bunch of gunk showing. I believe that at Mindful Image, she used beads. And she also put butterflies on hers, which was really pretty. The reason I didn't do that is because there's a lot going on mine already. And I just didn't want to add a ton of stuff. Kind of, yeah, that's good, I guess. I wanted the little designs on the tissue to like be the star. I didn't want to have a lot of stuff in the way. But hers was gorgeous, I have to say. It was just fantastic. I'll see if I can find the link. Well, actually, I know it's in my favorites. I saved it, so I will try to remember to put it in the comments for this, so y'all can go check her out. I think this is the hardest part, is putting this on. But I've had it forever, and I thought, wow, this is really pretty. I want to try this out. Okay. Now, my other video, when I was showing how to make the tissue, the stained glass tissue, I kept saying alcohol markers, okay? Those are not what you use. It is acrylic. I was not going to do the video over for that. I need to go over there and explain on the description. I was using acrylic metallic markers, and I want to buy some glitter ones because there's a lot of glitter in, I don't think you can see, but there's a lot of glitter that she used on here, and it looks really cool. But they're expensive, so I gotta wait. Unless I come across them on buy sell trade or something for a good price. But that's what I'm saying. You know, a lot of the stuff is just a high. So you just kind of got to kick back and go, okay, one of these days I'll come across it. And try to improvise in the meantime. Actually, I guess you could really use just glitter, but you wouldn't be able to like make flowers or anything like that like she did. Now, how did I end this? Oh, I guess I just cut it off at the back. Well, this one ended at the front, so I'm going to cut it here. And hopefully it won't have any issues. Okay. I like that orange. That's gorgeous. Okay, like I had 5 million, so much I didn't need. Okay. Probably a little too much space up here, but that's fine because I'm going to take and I'm going to add a few things with my acrylic markers. These I won playing bingo when I was in rehab. I don't recommend this brand. Okay, I don't know where it came from, but yeah, it's a little, they're not my favorite. So let's see if my yellow will show up on here. I'm kind of afraid to try, but let's see. Yeah, I don't know what she used for hers, but they're very bright and very, very, very vivid. And I tried using gel pens, and they did not work. I don't know if it was the brand, but yeah, they just, no, were not it. So I'm trying to kind of copy what she's got here, but oops, I just trying to get the ink out and I just smashed the whole tip. Okay. Well, that's history. I wonder what the other side's like. It's way too big. Maybe I can make it work. Yeah, hers are just very vivid. I don't know. These are not vivid at all. So they work, but yeah, not ideal. Even the white's not very bright. Let's see. I know I have gold and silver. No. Okay, here's a silver and here's a gold. Let me see. What else did she do? Oh, she did little lines. Let's try that with the silver. It's okay. What else? Let me do some lines down here. Yeah, I wish she remembered what brand her markers were because they're fantastic. Let's see. And this needs something right here. I wish I could do flowers, but I'm afraid. I don't want to ruin it. Let's see. I have this color. This might work. I have a green. No, because it's going to be green on green. I don't want to do that. How about this? Am I still filming? Yay. Okay. Well, how about this darker one? Let me try something. Oh, I could use white. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to do these one at a time because okay, I think that's enough. Don't want to go crazy. So yeah, find yourself some really good alcohol. Oh God, I'm doing it again. Acrylic markers that are very vivid and bright, and get metallics and get glitter, because that's what's going to make it really pop. These dark colors that are in here are just not doing it. So, I mean, at least I had them to fill in, because this is the only alcohol markers that I own. Alcohol. God. Acrylic. So at least I had them. But, yeah, I would definitely get myself another type. Or maybe you have gel pens that would work. If you do, that's great. So anyway, this is the finished. And they are just darling. They're so cute to put in a journal. And fun to make. And so I hope you guys check it out. And like I said, watch the video if you want to learn how to make the tissue paper. And there's a lot of videos out there on, well, not a lot, but there are some about making this. But the difference is it isn't just the tissue paper. They're using a base. So they're using cardstock, copy paper, whatever. And I think without that, it just is fabulous. And you get that crunch. And, you know, just if you're a paper person, I just totally recommend trying to get this and, you know, work it out. And if somebody finds a better way or something that makes the paper even crunchier, please tell me. Let me know what you find. And anyway, so that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed today. And I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. And like I said, come by and visit us at my group and show us what you've done. And let's have some fun. So I will see you guys next time.